Sir, you have been in so many incredible films. Everything seems to be coming back these days. What would you choose to bring back from one of your old films? Matrix? What would you choose?
To bring back.
Did they pay you for that?
Oh, that's right. That a question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't remember, huh?
It was, I was 15 years old.
Millions of people all over the world love Keanu Reeves. He has been a Hollywood star for over 30 years. Since he has been in so many hit movies, he is also one of the richest stars in Hollywood. His movie has made more than $3 billion at the box office, but he was lonely and sad before he became famous and successful. This was made worse by people who wanted to get him out of Hollywood. The star says that Reeves talked about the time he was sent to movie jail. Fox Studios put Reeves' name on a blacklist because he refused to be in a possible follow-up to the 1994 movie Speed. When talks about the sequel were going on, Sandra Bullock decided to play the same character again, but Reeves didn't want to work on the project again. Eventually, Jason Patric took over for Reeves, and William Dio played the bad guy part. Reeves made the right choice when Speed 2 won the award for Worst Remake at the Raz in a chat with GQ. Reeves claimed that I didn't work with Fox again until the day the Earth stood. Still, Fox wouldn't let the star work on any projects for 10 years. He finally got back into movies with The Day the Earth Stood, 2008. Still, the film stars Reeves as an extraterrestrial messenger who comes to Earth in human form to persuade people to alter their ways before terrible measures take effect. When asked about the subtextual features of the sci-fi film, Scott Derrone's remake, partly based on the anonymous 1951 film, offered an interesting remark on current environmental concerns. Reeves answered, "I think environmental issues are on everyone's attention. It's part of our society now, and I can only appreciate and laud everyone who is doing what they can to raise awareness." As Cat Williams revealed in his now viral interview with Shannon Sharpe, some Hollywood censors blacklist those who have a mind of their own, and Reeves happens to be one of them. He refuses to be influenced or intimidated, and during his chat with Wired, the actor made quite a reveal. Keanu will never yield to the robots. In fact, the actor included a clause in his contract that ensures he won't have to cope with edits such as deep fakes. Keanu is happy with the use of CGI from time to time, but thinks Hollywood has gone too far with certain cuts, which, ladies and gentlemen, did not go well with some top people in Hollywood. "Yeah, digitally, I don't mind if someone takes a blink out during an edit," Reeve remarked. "But early on in the early 2000s, or it could have been the 9S, I had a performance where they added a tear to my cheek. I was like, huh? I don't even have to be here." He went on to say that he doesn't want anything to do with the direction Hollywood looks to be headed. "What is irritating about this is that you lose your agency." Reeves went on to say that when you give a performance in a film, you know you're going to be edited, but you're participating in it. If you travel to deep fake land, it has none of your points of view, which is dangerous. It will be interesting to see how humans deal with these technologies, which are having such cultural and sociological implications on the species, is being investigated. There is so much data on behaviors now. Credit to Keanu for taking a stand and moving in the direction he thinks is best for the industry and its future, but his stand has really put him in trouble, which he is happy to take in. The celebrated actor made another reveal during his interview with Wired, and this time he showed worry for the direction of the industry. In Ken's view, if things continue in this way, edits will take over films, especially with technology advancing at a fast pace and people are growing. Keanu referred to it as a method of control and manipulation. It is this sensorium. It is a spectacle as well as a control and manipulation system. Reeves continued, "We're on our knees looking at the cave walls. When witnessing the projections and we don't have the opportunity to glance behind us. Keanu is plainly against the usage of deep fakes, although the actor has applied CGI in his films, particularly John Wick Chapter 4. Yes, John Wick Chapter 4 did have some help from CGI visual effects producer Janelle Croshaw. According to Cinema Blend, one part of Keanu's digital reality had to be digitally adjusted during the film, as stated by Rala. Rala revealed Keanu did that, of course. Light VFX took all the Jordan footage and produced a full CG setting to place it within, and it simply worked beautifully. That's the lovely thing about a John Wick film. You're always starting with something real, and it's extremely uncommon that you're not. Visual effects. Supervisor Jonathan Rothbart revealed that minor adjustments were made. We were really there, and it just gives you those huge vistas. However, sand is kind of a nightmare because you can only brush so much sand away, and you've got horses riding through and everything else. So traditionally, you end up replacing a lot of that sand digitally just to hide all of the tracks in the machinery, a minor adjustment, and one we assume Keanu was okay with. Otherwise, he is okay with being blackballed. Cat Williams' claimed about Hollywood has been confirmed by Reeves in a recent interview on Shannon Sharpe's YouTube show. The ever-funny Cat stormed the stage, igniting laughter and debate, while simultaneously known for his wit and bold humor. Williams dived into a 2-hour discourse blaming fellow comics and actors for hindering his success. While the interview provided entertainment, it also left watchers thinking on the dangerous allure of blaming others for our own shortcomings. The difference between Cat and Reeves is that Reeves is more reserved and private, despite being a genuine member of Tinseltown's A-list for more than 3 decades. His movies have earned more than $3 billion over the years. Reeves is a master at keeping his cards close to his chest. He's not exactly in hiding. He gives interviews to promote his latest box office. Blockbusters isn't totally absent from talk shows, and he doesn't blank his red carpet obligations. In fact, he's always entirely present during his media junkets, kind, attentive, and respectful, but somehow he manages to dodge any opportunity to let the public in every now and then. However, he puts an ace on the table, and we peel back another layer of his complex nature seemingly out of nowhere. And at 59 years of age, Reeves has been embraced by the masses in a way we've not seen over the course of his career. In 2019, a petition gained momentum for Reeves to be named Times Person of the Year, with the actor described as the internet's boyfriend and the most wholesome person alive, something he was gobsmacked to be told. That's wacky. He told People TV, "The positivity is great. It's really special how John Wick was embraced and worked on. Always be my, maybe great," a response that showed he was uncomfortable with the attention, but humbled all the same. The proof of his down-to-earth nature is a viral photograph taken in 2010 that showed the actor sitting alone on a New York bench eating a sandwich. This is a guy who's said to be worth $360 million. At the time, the photo in which Reeves saw the humor sparked an internet meme dubbed Sad Keanu. While it was all a big joke in the world of cyberspace, there are actually some sad reasons why Reeves is a recluse, having never married or had kids. In 1999, the actor's girlfriend Jennifer Sim gave birth to their daughter Ava, who was stillborn. The couple met a year prior at a party and fell instantly in love, but the stillbirth took a toll on their relationship, and the couple chose to split several weeks later. This was around the time The Matrix was released, which Sim was leaving a party at Marilyn Manson's house in Los Angeles 2 years after their breakup, when she sideswiped 3 parked cars, rolled her vehicle, and was thrown from the car, which her reports claimed she was being treated for depression at the time, with police finding 2 prescription drugs in her car. Reeves was set to begin shooting back-to-back Matrix sequels, but was forced to take time off after hearing the soul-crushing news around the same time fans of John Wick flicks will find a resemblance between his assassin character and his real-life experience, with John Wick also lamenting lost love with any character. The way I look about it is you have the part on the page, the director's vision, and your life experience. Reeves told The Guardian, adding that he drew his personal experience with battle into the part. "Oh, I think that was one of the cornerstones of the part for John Wick. I adore his anguish for the character, and in life, it's about the person's love you're grieving over, and whenever you can keep company with that fire, it's warm. I completely identify to that, and I don't think you really work beyond pain and loss. Those are the things that never go away. They stay with you." It wasn't the only time Reeves lost a loved one in 1993. Fellow actor River Phoenix, Reeves' best friend, died of a drug overdose at the age of 23 outside a bar in LA. The pair met and bonded on the set of I Love You to Death and hatched a special friendship because they were both the same age and managing early life in a lucrative and high-profile world. Phoenix died while Reeves was shooting Speed with Sandra Bullock, who spoke of the incident a year later. "I think he has gone through a lot, even though he doesn't let on about it," Bullock told T7 Joris in 1994. I think he hides a great pain. Apparently, Reeves also suffered immense pain in his youth. He was born in Lebanon to Patricia Taylor and Samuel Reeves, and attended 4 high schools before leaving out when he was 17. When Reeves was only 3 years old, his father, Hawaii, New York, Canada, and even a short time in Australia. Reeves last saw his father when he was 13 years old, according to an incredibly rare interview the star gave in 2002. On our last day, we sat on the porch and glanced at the black sky. He didn't say much that evening. The next day, he took us to the airport. We didn't hear anything from him for 10 years. No calls, no letters, nothing. Despite significant tragedy, Reeves hasn't gone down the dark path we see many famous celebrities wander down. His hardships have made him kinder, and not in a showy way, in the most low-key way. We find out about his generosity from random workers on his movie sets and Reddit threads he gave the entire stunt team on the Matrix Harley-Davidson so they could all enjoy riding what he calls the demon ride as much as he did. Reddit user Bo2DD said Reeves bought him, and several most actors I've seen and worked with are total douches who constantly think they're better than us. Keanu, on the other hand, was socially friendly and definitely kind-hearted. The user concluded that was one example that involved me directly. But on the same set, I remember him going out of his way to give my friend a ride to the repair shop to pick up his car. One of the most famous stories about Reeves broke in 1997 when he was photographed sitting on the side of the road with a homeless guy. The word was Reeves approached him, sat with him, and shared a drink. He has sacrificed millions of dollars from his own salaries to save at-risk jobs, with some reports saying he has given up as much as $125 million so people could stay employed. The actor allegedly waited in pouring rain in a nightclub line at his own rap party for Daughter of God because he didn't want to drop his name at the door. I didn't know who he was, so he kept waiting and he didn't say anything to me. He's a very relaxed guy. The unidentified club owner told the Die Reeves told an entire crowd they were gorgeous back in 2011. He was videotaped donating his place to a fellow tourist on a New York subway efficiently and elegantly with his words. In 2011, Reeves released poetry, and in 2016, he worked on coffee table books with the artist Alexandra Grant, with lines of his sorrowful lyrics appearing alongside Grant's eerie illustrations and images. A Hollywood star who takes a risk like this and commits his name to poems must expect some level of fascination and even skepticism from the audience, adding to the intrigue of these works. It has since appeared. Reeves, as in a romantic relationship with Grant, talks about his writing without shyness but also without making it all seem a natural expression of some difficult things he has been through in his life. When it comes to his work, probably the most important movie from this part of his career was 2014's John Wick, an unapologetic fight movie made in collaboration with 2 of Reeves' former stunt colleagues from The Matrix. Chad Stahelski and David Lynch had a basic idea that proved effective. What if the fights they staged in their film were all limited by what Reeves himself could physically perform? The resulting action scenes had a visceral, haggard, can't-look-away quality, probably born of a 50-something man absolutely exhausting himself for our watching pleasure. John Wick won over an unexpectedly big crowd. Reeves says, I remember thinking, I wonder if the Wachowski have seen it? I wonder if they liked it? I never reached out to ask. Indeed, the public liked what they saw, and John Wick has since spawned several movies with more to come in 2025. And beyond, his fans adore him for several reasons. In June 2019, fans on Twitter noticed that Reeves does not touch or hold ladies while posing with them for photos. Instead, he hovers his hands behind them so as not to invade their personal space. The actor's adorable behavior quickly went viral, with admirers congratulating the star for his choice. People called Reeves a polite king and praised him for being considerate and respectful. Not long after the E3 convention, the John Wick actor made it a point in July 2019 to autograph a handmade sign that was left for him, referencing the moment the actor was in the middle of filming the third Bill and Ted movie when he reportedly spotted the sign, which read, "You're breathtaking," a call out to Reeves' appearance at the E3 convention earlier that year. James Dearer, a writer and producer, took to Twitter to share his experience with Reeves while working at a movie theater as a teenager. The writer attempted to get Reeves' autograph but was unsuccessful, but things started to look up for the young Keanu Reeves fan. 2 minutes later, there's a knock on the door behind me that leads into the box office. Dater tweeted, "I guess it's my manager. It's Keanu. I figured you probably wanted my sign." Dater remembers the star telling him, "So I sign this." He hands me a receipt from the concession stand that he signed on the back. He then casually throws an ice cream in the trash can and sees his movie. And as if that isn't humble enough, in March 2019, a Los Angeles-bound plane that Reeves was on was forced to make an emergency landing. But that didn't stop the actor from kindly posing for photos with his fellow passengers. The actor even went above and beyond, helping to organ actress Sandra Bullock says she told Reeves she had never had champagne or truffles. Not long after Reeves came to her apartment with flowers, champagne, and truffles, the actor told Esquire in 2021. She told Esquire, "He said, I simply thought you would want to sample champagne and truffles to see what it's like." She said this type of listening was standard for Reeves. "When I first met him, I would spend as much time as I could filling a silence to feel comfortable. And the more I jabbered on, the quieter he became." She continued, "And I believed I didn't grasp what was occurring. He's looking at me with confused eyes. He's quiet. Did I say anything to offend him?" And then a day or two later, he would come with a note or a small box saying, "I thought about what you said," and he would have his reaction. Reeves also secretly gives millions of dollars to children's hospitals around the world. The star allegedly runs a private charitable foundation that aims to help sick kids, but his name isn't attached to the organization. "I have a private foundation that's been going for 5 or 6 years, and it helps aid a couple of children's hospitals in cancer research." Reeves told the Ladies' Home Journal in 2009, "I don't like to attach my name to it. I just let the foundation do what it does." So one thing is clear, even though Reeves is a world-famous actor, he doesn't appear to take himself too seriously, whether it's voicing a character in Toy Story 4 or playing an exaggerated version of himself in the 2019 Netflix rom-com Always Be My. Maybe the actor isn't afraid to have fun. He also appears modest for an actor of his stature. When asked, Reeves was unimpressed during an interview on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert in May 2019. Colbert asked Reeves what he thinks happens when we die. "I know that the people we love will miss us." Reeves answered Ed honestly, impressing Colbert and later fans alike. In August 2019, film critic Hannah Ennis-Flint tweeted that during an interview with Reeves, the actor noted how he was so impressed by his John Wick 3 Inez co-stars martial artists Sepp Arif Rahman and Yahya Ruhian that he didn't want them to be killed off. She tweeted that they included that moment in the film and Keanu refused to let them be killed by JN, seems like our man. Reeves has no problem taking compensation cutbacks if it means skilled actors may join the film. The player's contract for the Matrix sequels. After being chosen in the 1997 film The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions included a hefty pay decrease for the actor in order to make more money for costumes and special effects. The devil's advocate Reeves found that Al Pacino couldn't work on the project due to the film's budget. However, he was so eager to work with the legendary actor that he took another sizable pay cut. As previously mentioned, one of Reeves' more famous times of generosity came during the filming of The Matrix, when he gifted a dozen stuntmen with Harley-Davidson motorcycles to thank them. "I simply wanted to give a bigger thank you to all these guys who helped me make this," Reeves stated at the time, not getting bored of being one of the few good men left in Hollywood, according to a January 2022 piece in The Hollywood Reporter. Reeves paid for a private jet hotel room and premiere seats for his group of pals, and even made a special post-premiere brunch for them. The lucky party allegedly included the actor's personal trainers and professional representatives. Chad Stahelski, who was Reeves' stunt double in the original Matrix series and went on to direct the star in the John Wick films, confirmed the trip to The Hollywood Reporter. "He flew a bunch of us up here." Staheli revealed he's incredibly generous in the crowd tonight. Will be so many people that helped him, from his martial arts trainers to jiu-jitsu trainers to hair and makeup to his stunt crew. He makes sure that his friends and family are here. He's epic. And when The Hollywood Reporter asked Reeves himself about the kind gesture, the Bill and Ted star said in response, "Yeah, it's great to be able to share our experiences and lives together." So one thing is clear. Despite experiencing a plethora of devastating events throughout his short life, Keanu has refused to allow his personal trauma to harden him from giving away millions to charity without taking any credit, for Reeves has stayed open-hearted and selfless, and he continues to unapologetically encourage the success and well-being of those around him. From coping with an absent father to losing his best friend, his only child, and his first love, he continues to amaze fans with his resilience and positivity. His kind heart and powerful spirit have made him one of the most lovable and widely admired actors in Hollywood, a distinction he is sure to maintain throughout the rest of his career. That's all from us today. Till next time. Thank you for watching.